3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
Back again for the podcast fun. Puff and Steph, hello everyone. Welcome to the podcast experience. Steph, happy Tuesday to you.
Hey, happy Tuesday, and it is a very happy Tuesday. Today is our first field hockey game, which means we defied the odds, everybody. high school sports, we're doing it. We're having some type of season.
And
I'm pumped.
Who do you coach for?
Susquehanna. Yeah, I know you can't tell. I don't wear Susquehanna field hockey clothing every day. It's like half my wardrobe.
Right. Did you check and see if they had husky size for me? For your boy here?
I don't think they call it that, but I'm gonna look into it and try to get you a t-shirt.
Not when you're an adult. That's like for little fat kids. So
husky.
Yeah. When you grow up, they just tell you what size you are. So
Right.
Today's show brought to you by Freisinger Hyundai, right on the price, right on the pike. Not just field hockey day. I don't know about you. For me, where I live, it's also garbage day. And I forgot to take out the garbage the last 2 weeks. So the wife is now mad at me. So I had to remember today. It was good.
You screwed it up.
Little tiny victories when you're an adult. Like remembering it's garbage day as the guys pull up and drive by your house is very frustrating. Very frustrating.
It's like when you're a kid and you miss the ice cream truck and you're like, wait, no, come back. But it's just not as fun.
It's so not fun. You get ice cream if you catch up. I just, give them my pizza boxes.
Right. That's not exciting.
No, not at all. So it has been a minute since we talked about Lori Laughlin.
Yes. What's going on
I'm
with
going to give you an update here. Lori Laughlin and her husband are asking a judge to allow them to serve their upcoming prison sentences in cushy jails. Both are low security jails with 2 hours of the couple's $9.5 million within 2 hours of their $9.5 million mansion in the gated community west of Los Angeles. Lori wants to go to a, quote, satellite jail of the Federal Correctional Institution in Victoriaville, California. Lori's jail would offer yoga, Pilates, and origami, as well as music lessons, including classes in saxophone, accordion, or ukulele. Are you kidding me? According to the facility's inmate handbook, cartoon drawing, crochet, leathercraft, and ceramics are also offered there.
So she's not going to jail. She's going to
it's
charter school.
Like summer camp.
Right.
She could also learn skills for a new career, including how to drive forklift, repair bicycles, or be a dental assistant.
What?
The
dental assistant in jail?
Her husband's jail of choice is the Federal Correctional Institution in Lompoc, California. According to its inmate handbook, there are arts and crafts like oil painting, leatherwork, crocheting, and ceramics. He'd be able to join in table games and music programs. The handbook advises, all the programs, and there's also an on-site gym, plus a chance to learn typing, computer literacy, or a foreign language.
Oh, good. So he can learn German while he's in prison. That's
must
great.
Turn themselves in on November 19th. She's going to serve 2 months. He will serve 5. This is all obviously for paying $500,000 in bribes to get their daughters into USC, which is not a hard school to get into, by the way. Kids must be kind of stupid. They did so as fake rowing recruits.
That's right. Didn't the girls not even row? They just pretended that they did?
Yeah. So there's a lot of talk in this country using a certain word. And we don't talk about that because we try to keep this show light. We don't get into politics. But there's a certain word people like to use.
I know what you're talking about.
That word is privilege.
Yep.
Do you know what privilege is? This is privilege. You know who has privilege in this country? Rich people. Rich people privilege. Yep. I don't care if you're black, white, turquoise, seafoam green, whatever. If you got money, you got privilege. And, excuse me, Your Honor, I hate to interrupt, but I'm going to because I have privilege. I would like to be sent to, for my jail time, can I do a sandals resort in the Cancun? Is that all right?
Does that work? Can we work that out?
Can I do that? I mean, I won't leave the resort.
I promise.
I'm not we're on the honor system, right? Like, come on.
You're hardly exaggerating. Where she's going sounds like fun. It does sound like a summer camp. That's not jail.
She'll come out like of jail, like no eye bags, just like, oh my God, I totally needed that 2 months of spa. Seriously,
It was amazing. I love it.
It sounds like kind of a crappy sandals resort, but still a crappy sandals resort, still sandals resort.
Right, still better than jail. Normal jail.
I don't know if you heard about this. Police in Detroit arrested a man Wednesday after he jumped his vehicle across a drawbridge that was rising. So they have a drawbridge that goes like, like it's like this, and then when boats come through, the bridge goes like that. Well, this guy was right at the edge, sitting at the light, and he's like, now's my chance. I've seen this in the movies. I'm going to do this. So he floors it and makes it. He jumped over, like, as the bridge comes up, there's that space. So he just, and he made it. He made it.
Okay, that's impressive.
Yeah. So they did hit the emergency stop on the bridge, but there was still a gap when the operator realized what was happening. 26-year-old Alan Park, he was driving his Dodge sedan. He drove across the bridge, and he made the jump, blew out all 4 tires upon landing, and crashed into a gate. Shortly after crashing the vehicle, he was arrested, but let's not completely ignore the point that he made it. And I'm sorry. If you're driving and that happens, every single one of us thinks it. What if I floored?
It's tempting.
Could I make this jump? I think I can make this jump. Now, here's the thing. We don't do it. That's not something that we do because we're normal, non-psychopath people.
Right. That's the difference between us and him.
Yeah. So
This reminds me of one of my favorite topics ever, which is, of course, young Keanu Reeves, and it makes me think of Speed. Whenever they have that, for anybody who doesn't know Speed, there's a part in the movie they have to keep the bus going at a certain speed, or it'll explode because of a bomb.
50.
So they're coming up on this part of the highway that isn't finished, and she's driving a literal bus, and she has to floor it to go over, and they made it. So it's possible. It happened in the movies. It happened to this guy.
Well, this guy was driving a 4-door sedan, and it still blew out 4 tires. What would happen if they launched a bus? That would definitely blow out all the tires. Just shows you how unrealistic that movie is. I just like the fact that you said, now it's time to talk about one of my favorite topics, young Keanu Reeves.
I love him. I love young Keanu Reeves. He's my favorite.
You don't like older Keanu Reeves?
Not as much. He's a cool, I know, like I've heard, people say that he's like a really cool guy. I know he does like good stuff. He's a good guy, but he was so cute when he was younger. I'm not into his looks now as much.
Good to know. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, I think people do this for attention. I really do. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can add something, enlighten me. I don't know. And we revisit a story that we talked about like a month ago. Tell you what went on with it.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
All right, I just don't get it. I guess this is art, but it's all subjective. Hundreds of volunteers stripped and posed naked in a North London park last Saturday for a picture. 220 volunteers wearing nothing but a white face mask. They wanted to take part in what is called the Everyone Together art installation, organized by this guy named Spencer Tunick. Tunick is known for bringing hundreds and sometimes thousands of people together to pose for mass nude photographs. In this case, volunteers were screened and temperature checked before he positioned them at least 1 meter apart in a green field in front of the Alexandria Palace. Couple of things. I just don't understand how anyone would ever have the confidence to do this. That's one.
That's what I was just thinking.
Two, if you're a professional photographer, that's awesome. You're creative, and that's great, and I appreciate creative people. But if you're solely known just for taking naked pictures, it almost feels like you're kind of a pervert.
That's what I was thinking. Like, who gets into the business just to do that? Like, isn't that a little weird?
Yeah. Like, I think, like, in the business, they're called, like, boudoir shots. You know, like, I do this, I do that, I do boudoir, if you want. But at what point in your career can you just be like, I'm just going to take naked pictures of people from now on. If you want to be clothed, I don't want to have anything to do with you. Naked or nothing.
Right. It's an odd choice. And you wonder what the real motive is.
Right. And it almost, yeah, exactly. And you're just like, you listen to them talk and they're like, the human body is beautiful. And I'm just like, that sounds like something a creeper would say.
Yeah. A creeper who's trying to make himself sound just like an artist.
Yeah, like, it's beautiful, all different shapes and sizes, and everyone, like, that's a beauty mark that you have and only you. And I'm just, I guess.
It's not always beautiful. It's not always beautiful. I don't even like being naked with myself. Like, we have this big mirror. We have this big mirror in the bathroom, and when you open the shower curtain, it's like, boom, here's you naked. And it's like, I say all the time, I hate that. Like, I try not to look at myself. Like, the human body is not always beautiful. You're lying. You're just, like, looking at naked people.
Well, he's tricked hundreds and thousands of people to posing naked. So, good job, Spencer Tunick, you weirdo. A little while ago, we talked to you about this Australian airline flight to nowhere. Remember this story where you would, like, go on the tarmac, get in the plane, sit there for a minute, and then just get off the plane? Remember?
So weird. Yeah.
Well, it was a little while ago that Qantas Airline announced the 7-hour scenic flight to nowhere. It's the flight that will depart from Sydney, return the same day. Passengers for low-level scenic... Oh, no, so this one actually does leave. I thought this was the one that was from the tarmac. No, this one actually does leave. Sorry, my bad. But it basically just like kind of circles a little bit Sydney.
Right.
It's sold out in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. This flight to nowhere sold out. So imagine if they did this at like HIA. You would get on a plane, it would take off, you would circle the area once or twice, and then it'd land at HIA.
See, to me, you're taking all aspects of like flying and traveling, all the worst aspects, and you're doing them, and you're taking away the one good part, which is actually going somewhere different or somewhere tropical. Like
Right.
the actual going through security, getting on a plane, all that isn't the fun stuff. It's like going somewhere.
I still don't get it, but good for them. They say, a spokesperson says, people clearly miss travel and the experience of flying. That's just something you do to get to the real experience.
Right, exactly. Which is to get physically to another location.
A couple more stories for you. Imagine walking in the front door and realizing you've been burglarized. It would be awful. I couldn't imagine it. You know, your sense of privacy, your sense of safety, all out the window. Then imagine discovering that the burglar not only has taken some of your stuff, but used your shower, used your deodorant, used your shampoo. Worst yet, the burglar has changed into your clothes and left his worn out clothes behind.
Oh no. Did
guy,
he actually steal anything?
Yeah, a guy in China has done this about a dozen times. Police have no leads. He usually takes cash that's laying around the house. He changes clothes. He uses your shower. So he'll use your shower and he'll open up the curtain and see himself naked. Ugh, I'm not coming back to this place.
Don't come to my house. You're not gonna like it.
You're not gonna like what you see. It's enough to, the lack of privacy and safety when someone would break into your house. It's another thing to find out that they used your deodorant, used your shower, and how would you know they used your deodorant?
That's what I was wondering. Did he leave like hair on it or something?
That's the only
or maybe
thing I could
left
think
the lid
of.
off?
Steph, I'm gonna get a little personal with you. Are your armpits shaven?
Yes, all the time.
Okay.
I'm on top of that.
Okay. So imagine you open your deodorant and there's little hairs on it. You definitely throw it away. Definitely.
Oh yeah. And then you wonder, like, well, what else did he use or touch? Like, that's so creepy.
Right, that's where the privacy
Ugh.
and safety. Yeah, so that's just in China. I don't think you have to worry about it here in Central PA. Carnival, last story. Carnival Cruise Lines. It's the world's largest cruise operator. It's selling off 18 of its ocean liners as the coronavirus pandemic continues to kind of hurt the demand for travel, especially cruises. The company didn't say which ships would be sold off, although they've already unloaded the Carnival Fascination, Carnival Imagination, the Carnival Fantasy, and the Carnival Inspiration. Here's my question, and you probably have a similar one. Who buys a cruise ship?
Right. Other than another cruise line? I mean, are they looking to trade? Is that how this works?
Or maybe they can get it for cheap? Maybe maybe we want to get out of the podcast business and we want to start the Puff and Steph cruise lines, but you and I working in radio for years and then doing this, we're not loaded with money, so we need to get our ships on the cheap. So we call up Carnival and say, hey, yo, Carnival, how much for the Carnival Imagination? No idea what they're selling these cruise ships for. It's probably hundreds of millions of dollars. But I guess, yeah, if you want to start a cruise line and you want to buy a ship on the cheap, that's what you do.
Puff, is this your way of asking me if I want to go to a cruise line business with you?
All I'm asking okay, is that you think about it, okay?
I'll give it time. I'll sleep on it.
Yeah, take the night, take the week. Just think about it, okay?
I will. We don't want to make any like brash decisions.
Right.
But
all we need up front is probably about $250 million to buy our first cruise ship. Yeah, and then
that's easy.
Yeah, with everything going on, we recoup that money in, I don't know, 30, 40 years. So
right, it's great. Oh my gosh, sounds like the life.
I mean, it really is a no-brainer. I'm also going to be captain, and I get to wear a hat. Okay. Coming up next, if a dentist ever asks to do this, it's okay to say no.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
I don't even understand how this got this far. An Alaska dentist has been sentenced to 12 years behind bars for doing a stunt while working on a patient. Seth Lookhart was sentenced to an Alaska sentenced in an Alaska court on dozens of charges that stemmed from actions that ranged from Medicaid fraud and removing a patient's teeth without their permission, which is bad.
What?
Which is bad.
Well,
but this is not what we're talking about here. This is not the thing we're focusing on. He performed a tooth extraction while balancing on a hoverboard.
Was he trying to like break a world record of some kind?
I don't know what happened, but he thought it would be cool to balance on a hoverboard while performing a dental procedure.
Okay, he was definitely doing it for the gram. He was just trying to get likes and views. That has to be it.
He was convicted back in January on charges of reckless endangerment, illegally practicing dentistry, and medical assistance fraud. After he gets out of prison, he won't be allowed to practice dentistry for at least a dozen years. How about we make it never again? Is that okay?
Right. How about never? That sounds good to me.
I served my time. I waited 12 years. It's time to get back on the board and perform this dental procedure. Listen.
I've been practicing. I'm ready to go.
Throughout the years of doing this job, we've run into some stories about fake doctors, fake dentists, fake plastic surgeons, people performing procedures in their house, people performing procedures in their garage, in their basement, in a shed in the backyard. Listen, I know medical expenses can get up there. I know dentists can be expensive. But, it's okay to say no. If the dentist says, hey, not only am I going to take care of that tooth for you, I'm going to show you how competent I am by doing it while on a child's toy.
Is that supposed to be impressive? To me, this sounds like something that would happen on Impractical Jokers. They would just be like screwing with somebody, like, oh, I'm just going to do this while I'm on a hoverboard. Like, I can't believe someone would let a dentist do that.
Now, I don't know if it would have been the same because this was just an extraction, so they're pulling the tooth. I don't know if it would have been the same if the dentist actually had to drill, like, and they're on the hoverboard. Maybe you say no. I would say no either way. That's just who I am.
Right.
Call me a wuss. Call me whatever you want. I'm not letting the dentist do that. But just it's the same thing. If you go to a plastic surgeon who's going to give you a boob job, and it's run out of their garage, and it's like, yeah, we're going to do everything's going to take place right over there next to the snowblower. It's okay to walk away. You don't owe that person anything.
Right.
Well, I thought it'd be rude. They took their time to show me their operating area. I thought it would be rude to, to not let them do.
Didn't want to be a jerk.
It's okay to say no, everyone. It really is. It's time to stump Steph. According to a recent survey, over 40% of Americans never change this unless they have to. What is this?
Never have to change it?
No. 40% of Americans never change this unless they have to.
Oh, gotcha. Is this hygiene related?
Nope.
Is it something in the house?
I mean, it can be. It can be the house or almost anywhere, really.
Never change.
Is
it something on...
What's that?
No, go ahead.
You've complained about this before.
About having to change it?
Yep.
Never change this unless they have to. Is it something on their body?
Nope. Has nothing to do with your body.
So it's something you have to do physically. You have to do it. Do you take it somewhere to get done, or
Nope.
do you change it yourself?
You do it. You change it yourself. Most of the time.
Oh. I don't know where to go. I don't know what direction to go with it, honestly.
While we were working, you complained about this all the time.
Oh. Having to change. Is it an adulting problem?
It's a...
Oh! Your password! Change your password.
That could be the first time you've ever gone, oh, and actually got it right.
I think it is the first time. We're getting better.
Good job.
We got this, everybody.
Good job. You were so excited.
Thank you. I did complain about that all the time because it was ridiculous. We had to do it like every 6 weeks. I'm like, if someone hacks into my email and wants to read my messages about work, fine. They're going to be bored out of their mind.
According to a recent survey, 47% of Americans have admitted to stealing this at least once. What is it? This is a tough one. I found it a little interesting because I've never done this, but according to a recent survey, 47% of Americans have admitted to stealing. Actually, correct grammar would be these at least once. What are these? Steph, just knowing the fact that you're goody two shoes, I'm going to guess that you've never done this because I don't think you've ever stolen anything.
No, not really. Where are you stealing it from? Is it a store?
Yeah, it would be a store.
What kind, like a clothing store?
It could be a clothing store. Let's say it's a clothing accessory.
Is it jewelry?
No.
An accessory. Is it shoes?
Nope.
Underwear?
Nope. Is underwear a clothing accessory?
I guess it kind of could be.
I don't know the answer. I'm not
know.
picking on you. I don't honestly know the answer to that.
I mean, I guess it kind of could be, depending on like your style.
Gotcha.
But it has to do with clothing.
I mean,
So,
yeah. I guess.
is it something you wear?
Yes.
Sunglasses.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Woo.
Nice job. I thought.
No. Thank you.
I thought that was pretty hard, but I guess I kind of led you down the path a little bit.
Yeah, thank you for your help. And no, I've never stolen sunglasses because I buy them for $3 at TJ Maxx. So I don't need to steal them.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. All right, so we're about to go, but before we do, I want to wish you and the girls of Susquehanna good luck in your first game of the season today.
Thank you. We're excited. It'll be a little weird, but
good luck.
We're excited.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Before we do go, name your top 3 favorite players on the team.
Yeah, let me get right on that.
And then name your 3 least favorite players.
There's no least favorites. I love all of them.
And then I want to know your favorite and least favorite parents.
I love all of them too.
Listen, I was a high school baseball coach for 7 years.
For a while.
I had my favorite and my least favorites. So I know you have them.
Yeah.
The difference between me and you, I'd tell you right now who they were. But okay. That's all good. All right, friends, we will see you tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have good news about Steph winning by a lot. So, and
Hopefully.
don't be positive. It's going to happen. It's going to be blowouts. Do they have mercy rules in field hockey?
No.
Well,
No, we don't.
They're going to have to change the rules after you start whooping all these other teams. So let's go. Is it Naughty Nita?
It's Nita Nasty.
Okay, Nita Nasty. Let's do this, everyone.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.